she'll never say she's mine or mine. Makes looking good look easy, stays hot in the winter time.
All follow through.
Break it down, little James Brown in the morning.
Kansas guys, I'm excited. The rut is on. And if you see me doing anything wrong, don't hesitate to get on these public forums and chastise me. Just tell everybody how bad I suck. And I can't wait.
Syndicate is brought to you by Howa, Hornady, Do All Outdoors, Banded, Realtree, Nico Sterling, Banded Gear, Legacy Sports, and the National Guard.
Mike, I've talked to you about a ton, and Steve as well, is being in Reno a lot, you kind of forget about the small town vibe. We get to go to Fernley, but even it's gotten big. We get to go up to Gerlach, and it's still a small town, but it's still not a lot of locals that you can walk in to a diner and hear what you hear in like this part of Kansas. And we're in these little local establishments, whether it's a restaurant or a diner or a bar, saloon, whatever it is, and you see all these little locals that have known each other for, I'm talking 30, 40, 50, 60 years. And you're listening to conversations and you're like, they're really not talking about much. It's the simple life. I mean, they're talking about being at the VFW and playing poker. They're talking about bake sales. They're talking about little Johnny hitting a home run or actually swimming his first lap. And I'm like, these guys haven't forgot about the most important things in life, and I'm sitting there going, man, I only got 2 more days to kill a deer, and I'm forgetting to slow down. So that's what was so cool about being back in Kansas, was you really learn that there is more to life than just constant motion.
Yeah, we don't allow any developers.
You hear how they talk all funny?
Lead lofted.
What is going on, Mr.
Saturday,
Belding?
man.
What's happening, brother?
How you doing,
Oh, doing good. Did you see what is taking place over here?
Guys, it's Leith Loft, and you hear his music
What's up,
all the
guys?
time on our show. 50 years too late. Mississippi good time. This is my man. This is the boy right here. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Deer Camp. This is the first time I've ever been to Deer Camp.
Chad, this is the man that makes it happen.
What's going on, brother? Thanks for having us, man.
This is the guy that I told you about.
Lucas knows where all the big boys are.
Yeah, he knows where pretty much everything is.
All right, half of a deer hunt is deer camp. When you have all your hunters around, it's a small place in Kansas. I've been hunting for around 8 years. The camaraderie, the food, the anticipation of the hunt, that's what builds every day. I've known Leith Lofton for, I can't remember back that far, but this is, aside from a hunting buddy, this is one of my boys. We've been thick and thin. We've shared some great times. It's always a pleasure to hunt with him, to listen to him sing, to listen to him play. Even when he puts the guitar down, we put the bows down, we just hang out. It's one of my boys.
All we thought to bring to eat was crackers and easy cheese. Old Chad was a little hungover from the long night before. He popped the top from the hair of the dog that bit us and he shoved us from the shore. It was the middle of June and it wasn't getting hotter, and cold bush light going down like water. Catching catfish was the last thing on my mind. But me and the boys having good Mississippi times. Yeah, me and the boys having good Mississippi time.
I'm practicing, and he's got the dummy, he's got the decoy quartering away, the target.
Decoy.
You know, he's got the target quartering away from me. He's got it standing broadside, and I'm hitting my mark.
I'm blown away. And I talked to Chad. I said, you know, I was actually with you when you had first gotten that bow, and you were shooting it. And I told him, I said, we have some world-class deer up there. And I said, you know, just promise me that you'll practice. And I know how busy he is. I know how much he's on the road. And I knew he would practice, but I was blown away with how well the man shot.
Hard all the way through summer and it got cold. Oh man, what a bummer. Becky had to cover up all them pretty tan lines. Yeah, me and the boys had to
All follow through.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's why Lance said that was the best trick I ever taught him. Was continue looking down through that bell. After you pull the release, I even like to practice keeping everything perfect. If you watch a good archer when he shoots, he'll shoot, and when he touches that release, the only thing that moves is his bow will fall forward out of his hand. And he'll stand there, his bow will be hanging straight down like this, and he's still looking straight down that line of sight, straight down that shot plane, and your nose touch that string, and you have like 3 of them, you feel the string go by your mouth.
Yeah.
All that's gonna do is develop consistency. Consistency of you shooting. It'll get to where that's not even, you'll do it subconsciously.
But this shot
Technically,
here,
you
looking
could
at
have
the
shot
bird's,
him a little.
yeah, looking at the bird's eye view, I'm still not covering the anatomy like you're saying. I need to be here.
You're right.
Okay,
I thought it was a little bit more to the left.
I'm gonna shoot one more time. I
Okay,
feel like
then-
I'm pulling it.
And then we're gonna take a break.
Close. I'm getting close.
The other ones.
It's hot here. 60 degrees today. We're gonna get in the tree stand tonight. A lot of activity. Rut starting. I think we're hitting it perfect. My first archery hunt ever. My first whitetail hunt ever with good buddy Clark Dixon. Y'all remember from Dead Dog Walking. You know, he's a big part of the Syndicate now. And now we're gonna move back a few feet. But as far as the target goes and no buck fever, I'm shooting
money.
the Bowtech pretty good. Follow me to the stand. It's like a blind, but up in a tree. The deer come in below you. I don't know why they never look up. Maybe they do if they smell you or see you. Learn a lot about whitetail out here in Kansas with Mr. Clark Dixon, my friend from Mississippi. There he is.
That's gonna kill a giant.
We're going after about a 160 to 165 8 point. We got tons of pictures on
What?
160 to 165 8 point.
I mean, true. Yeah, I pray that happens, but it's also like getting in the blind and saying I'm only shooting double leg bands.
No, what I'm telling him is that's not all I'm going after. I'm saying that's the deer we've been seeing in this area on video and on pictures. He just jumps the gun. He's almost like an
Excited.
Italian,
Trying
but
to
he's
get
just
the
an
man in the
inbred
big
Cajun
game.
from Mississippi. I mean, I love
Big
the South,
game.
but I mean, look at this guy.
Big
I mean,
game.
that is what happens when
I want to
something
get
goes
fired
wrong.
up. Get in the truck. Let's go.
Get
night.
I told him, he said, you have some camo I can wear? I said, yeah, let me go get my fat bag.
Oh, no.
Lucas, that's just pure jealousy.
right.
That's just pure
Yeah,
jealousy
you
of
know
knowing
it
all
is.
the hours he has to spend in a GNC trying to find the next hottest freaking supplement from Japan that ain't even been freaking legalized by the FDA over here.
What was-
Not approved by FDA. Horse pills. Clark goes, I'll take 6 bottles.
Let me try them.
Let me try those right there.
Lift your boots up. It doesn't burn. I'll spray it in my mouth. Fire. Lift your other boot up. Get some double.
This is what Clark's girlfriend does to him every time he comes over to the house. Every girl he meets sprays him down. We're getting ready to climb this hill. We're gonna walk into this stand. We're after about a what?
Well, biggest 8-point I've ever seen.
Biggest 8-point they've ever
150
seen,
plus.
150 plus inches. Lance has had him at 10 yards, didn't kill him. I'm not shooting anything under 115 inches. That's what I'm going for. I'm going after something. I'm excited. Shot the bow a little bit this afternoon, shooting pretty good, 40, 45 yards. I got some confidence. Hopefully I don't get buck fever. Kansas guys, I'm excited. The rut is on. The only thing that I don't like is the temperature. It's almost 70 degrees today, but Clark says with the rut, they're still coming out. They're still chasing does. They're hot on the trot right now, so wish me luck. And if you see me doing anything wrong, don't hesitate to get on these public forums and chastise me. Just tell everybody how bad I suck. And I can't wait.
This is actually the 2 green ones have doe urine, and this one has dominant buck urine on it. And when you drag this, I'll hook it onto my belt. When you drag this, if he crosses our trail anywhere through here, they can't stand it when their blood's pumping for the rut like this, and they'll follow it straight to a stream. So much so that I won't drag this thing exactly to the tree that we're in, or he'll run right up to it.
Really?
You drag it in front of 20 yards.
She wreck your mind like she did mine. She talks sweet but plays a little dirty, likes to dance and loves 90 proof. Don't have to drink to get too flirty, charm the pants straight off of you.
Probably 35, 40 feet off the ground. Been seeing a big 8 here on the trail camera pictures.
I'll take you home, but it won't mean nothing. She'll be gone before the sun comes up. Well, that's just the way she is. She won't show no one.
It's the first day. He's wired. I mean, he's ready to show me his bow, his release, shoot his groups, and then we go and to top it all off the first afternoon, first 20 minutes, what comes? Buddy, giant deer, walks right underneath him. It's almost bittersweet because I don't want him to think that whitetail hunting is this easy. He actually just came in the one most difficult place for him to turn around and get a shot. I've been telling everybody what was really special for me is as many places as he's gone, as many places as he's hunted. This man sits down and he is visibly shaking.
My legs haven't shaken like that for years. Nothing about my body would work. My knees were broke, my thighs were shaking. My butt wouldn't hold my upper body up. I ain't kidding, I felt like olive oil on crack.
Become a fan at facebook.com/Syndicate Hunting.
Well, as you can see, guys, preparation and planning is the key to any successful big game hunt. And Clark and Chad are a perfect example of putting all of that together on this whitetail hunt that they're on. From Clark spraying Chad down with scent block, them washing their clothes every night, oxygenating them, Clark dragging doe urine and buck urine all the way to the tree stand that they're gonna set up in. I'm gonna have to do a lot of practicing with my bow, from 20 yards out to 45 yards, up above like I'm in a tree stand, something I've never done. Talking to those guys, they're gonna help me prepare for this next coming season when I get to go to Kansas on a archery whitetail hunt. I'm gonna do my due diligence and I'll be ready. And I hope Clark has a big boy tree stand, because if you've seen me, I don't want to fall out of there. If Chad was nervous, imagine what I'm gonna feel like. All right, so I got a question for you two over there. I mean, you're supposed to be hunting hard. Chad's talking about, you know, seeing this whitetail he names Buddy, and then
Buddy.
you guys decide to go to
Buddy.
a concert.
On that fourth day there, we kind of got stuck in a position where I started talking to you about, you know, what whitetail hunting in the rain. High winds, huge, you know, bad low ceiling, overcast skies, and from a light drizzle to pouring down rain, it was going to be in the forecast. And you told me that, you know, deer kind of sit tight. They can't really use their senses when the weather's like that. Lucky for us, we had Leith in town, and he was doing a little show that night, so we decided to kind of rest up. We knew that we were going to have a big time with Leith that night, and it gave us kind of the ability to get everything reorganized, get all of our clothes washed, oxygenated, and get ready for the next day.
I like my radio a little bit loud. It helps me feel what the song's about. I like my truck with a little bit of mud on the side. I'll take my jeans over any suit. The only shoes I own are these old boots. I don't like country clubs, 'cause you know I'm a honky-tonk man. Well, if that sounds good enough for you, here I am. Here I am, take it or leave it. What you see is what you get. Might sound crazy, but don't mistake me. If you're looking for a good time, and man, here I am.
Wherever you're hunting, if you're putting in a lot of hours and a lot of days, it's good to just kind of break something up every now and then. It gets you more excited when you get back in the stand. And you know, Chad had this close encounter with Buddy, and
The only thing I didn't need to see that night at the concert was him dancing.
I can tear up. I like concrete on fire. When
Show
these
us,
things,
show us a little bit.
when these things, I can't. Oh, you got to save that. That's on the video.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Become a fan at facebook.com/Syndicate Hunting.
Yep. Crunch time, bottom of the ninth. Chad and Justin are leaving tonight, and we're going to pull out all the stops. We're going to pull an all-dayer. Maybe get down for about 30 minutes and eat a hamburger. Other than that, all the scents coming out. Going to do some rattling, a little bit of grunting, and that's about all we can do. Once again, my good buddy Lethal Lofton, we're sitting there going, you know, we gotta get camp morale up here, buddy. We always like to just, you know, have a little fun in camp. Whether I wasn't even hunting, I was just filming, and we, you know, gotta break it down a little James Brown in a moment.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, I'm moving on now.
Gonna shoot a big buck.
I get up, I get on up. Come on, Lee. Get it. I get up, I get on up. I get up, I get on up. I don't get that down. Get on up, get on up. I get up.
Last day, I'm getting fired up. We get up, it's cold, it's overcast. The wind's slightly blowing, you know, 5 to 10 maybe, not real bad for Kansas. And I'm getting that good feeling that, you know, hey, even if we don't see Buddy, we've got 4 or 5 other shooter deer here. It could very well happen today.
I hope I'm a little bit more prepared today when that big boy comes in here. He's a lot bigger than he looks on any trail camera, any still photography, or any video that we have of him. We looked at pictures and video last night of him, and when he came in here yesterday, he's a monarch to me, boy. I bet he's a 148 inches to 155 inch 8-point. Just beautiful, perfect symmetry, and just, he owns this place. Wasn't looking for any food at all yesterday, wasn't? He was just on the prowl, mouth open.
We talk about all this anticipation and it building up, and just recap that last day for me there, Chad.
I kind of had an idea that Buddy was going to come where he came from. I don't know why, but something was just going to tell me he was going to come from pretty much the same area that he approaches from. You know, you never know where he's at. He could be coming from behind you, from the right of you, the left of you. But I just had this picture in my head, and we talked about visualization earlier, and when I looked up, I saw the doe, and I kind of got Clark's attention, and I said deer, and we're both looking in that vicinity, and 15 yards behind this doe was Buddy, and he came hot. And at one time he put his nose and nostrils on the ground, sniffed her, and kind of come up and following her, mouth open, jaw dropped. And this whole time he's telling me to stand up, and I'm like, nope, he's gonna follow that doe. She went to her left, our right, perfect for me. If that doe was Buddy, I had a perfect shot. Well, Buddy had come up, and he kind of looked at her, and then he sidestepped to the right, as you'll see in this clip.
So Chad, what happened with the shot? I mean,
What do you mean what happened with the shot?
Well,
I got a huge whitetail underneath my stand, and he turns the wrong way.
Why? Why did you go the wrong way? Mr. Film Everything. I'm like, Chad, turn around, talk to the camera. Every bow hunter in the world wants to know how you're feeling right. Don't film me now.
Hey, this is what other bow hunters want to see, is what you have to say right now. I'm serious, because they've done it too. I think he's a little upset. I would be too.
Archery hunting for world-class, big-time whitetail is the hardest thing I've ever done in hunting. And I know that y'all have shot grizzlies and big moose and all these big gigantic elephants and zebras and everything y'all do. But for me, this November of 2012, when I get back to this little location in Kansas and I get to sit down in that diner again and hear them old farmers talk about their night at the VFW and seeing old Miss Peggy at the bake sale, that's what turns me on about this place. And then it's going to be the encounter with Buddy, and I know I'm going to get it.
Tree.
And if he grows this year like he did when I saw him from the previous season, I mean, we could be talking about a 165, 175 inch 8-point with
Easily.
some mass, with brow tines that won't quit, Mike. And he's just one of them deer to where you just want to go, man. Even if I never do hang him on the wall, I just want to see him one more time.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel, and I can't wait to get back there.